Muhammad Yunus's tweet following the death sentence verdict against Sheikh Hasina reflects a tightly controlled narrative aimed at legitimizing the interim government's actions. In his tweet, Yunus framed the tribunal's verdict as a necessary step to restore democratic order and deliver justice for the victims of last year's unrest. He stressed the importance of moving forward for national stability and called on all political factions to support this journey toward peace. These carefully chosen phrases reflect an attempt to paint the administration as a defender of law and order while deflecting deeper issues. Significantly, Yunus's tweet did not address repeated accusations of repression against religious minorities, especially Hindus, or the violent suppression of dissenting voices. His message avoided directly confronting allegations of state-sanctioned assaults and extremist empowerment that have been central to Hasina's critique. Instead, Yunus positioned himself as the leader offering a path to inclusivity and reconciliation, without acknowledging the very real grievances faced by Bangladesh's marginalized communities under his tenure. His tweet also called for unity from home and abroad, but failed to mention the widespread discontent and protests against his government. Yunus's appeal for trust in his regime rang hollow to many observers, given the banning of Hasina's party and the postponement of credible elections, moves he did not directly justify or explain in his brief public statement. This leaves an impression of a government more intent on consolidating power than fostering genuine democracy. Sheikh Hasina's ordeal, by contrast, is marked by a fierce denunciation of Yunus's regime as illegitimate, authoritarian, and responsible for grave human rights abuses. She described her removal as a tragic subversion of democracy, accompanied by violent purges of minorities and political opponents. She highlighted how her government had contained extremist threats for decades, but under Yunus, these elements were empowered, turning Bangladesh into a country marked by terror and sectarian violence. In her interviews, she also criticized the delay in elections and the banning of the Awami League as a deliberate strategy to maintain an unelected government hostile to dissent. She directly accused Yunus of allowing, even sanctioning violence against Hindus and journalists, underscoring how the state refused protection to minorities, forcing many to flee. Her firm rebuttal challenges not only the tribunal's findings, but also the very foundation of Yunus's government, presenting her as a defender of secularism and democracy against rising authoritarianism and extremism.